Alright. Session 6. Again, new audio settings. And I'm slowly going to change this Vtuber model into a robot. It's kind of amateurish, but that's what I'm going to do. And I'm also going to play as the robot. And I gotta keep practicing. I got used to reading stuff out loud. So, starting gun. Robot's right hand. Built to kill. Infinite ammo. Does not reveal secret walls. The right hand of an assault robot that fled to the Gungeon. When wielded by the robot, combines with junk to increase all damage output. Is a simple projectile delivery system. Reliable, but its short barrel is lacking in intricacy. Under control of a targeting AI, it becomes fearsome indeed. Lots of voice cracks in that. Active item. Coolant leak. Don't overheat. Sprays an area with liquid coolant, useful for putting out fires or electrifying areas. And a passive. Battery bullets. Zap. Electrifies all bullets fired. Increases accuracy. The shock troops of the hegemony of man consists entirely of heartless machines, shielded from voltage attacks. Their victims, however, have learned to fear the inevitable sting of their electrified shells. So, I have learned to separate audio into multiple tracks. So, hopefully I can do better audio fixing later, since there's not going to be anyone to ask directly how the audio sounds, and I've just learned how to do something called EQ, work an equalizer, and my ears are not very good. I don't have very good headphones. I can barely tell the difference most of the time. But, gotta try. Well, don't got to try, but I want to try. And already found a secret spot for the sewers. Managed to keep the water barrel alive. Well, not alive, around. And this is the robot. So, to unlock the robot, new game. Usually you have to take some kind of old CRT and slowly transport it across the Gungeon all the way to the bottom. And it's a bit of a hassle, but with a little time and effort, you eventually get there. And all these extra unlocked characters tend to be noticeably better than most of the starting four that you get. The robot has much better starting gun. Much higher ammo. Really good accuracy. Nice firing rate. And damage is also decent. And it also gets stronger if you pick up junk out of destroyed chests. So it's definitely much better than the pilot was. Oh, but also has no health. Health is only armor. So I guess that is a downside. But I think the trade-off is usually worth it. At least, usually, if you get to this point, you are used to the game enough to capitalize on all the benefits. So, I said a little earlier, I was planning on slowly becoming a robot myself with my Vtuber. And I kinda spent a long time altering the skin texture for the body, which, unless I go out my way to do so, no one's really going to be able to see. But at least on this model, the way it's shown, I could do a small little thing with the neck, make it look like it's metal underneath. That's a pretty good item. It's like a... well, I can read it out. Active item, Stuffed Star. Protective plush. Provides temporary invulnerability. This is a shooting star which has been embalmed and stuffed with soft fuzz. Tape several to your body and be safe from harm. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is reference to a Mario superstar. Honestly, it's more likely to save me than the coolant thing, which pretty much just leaves a trail of water on the floor, and because of your electric bullets, you cause it become electrified and do a little bit of damage over time. And since that was a passive item, this pretty much has to be a gun. But I'm not really decided if I want to get a blue ranked chest or gun, because with the robot, this starting gun is actually pretty decent. In fact, I'm going to break it now and get junk, which makes this starting gun a little stronger. even though it's a week in between these sessions, I think I am getting better at playing this game. Void Core Cannon. Alright, let's look at these. Gun. Void Core Cannon. Critical Strike. Traditionally used by the Void Core for ship-to-ship combat, the VCC weapon fires an accelerating ball of plasma that delivers a devastating punch. This handheld model is a retrofit design made specifically for the Thunderbolt. And I haven't been reading these, or explaining these. You get these if you do a boss without taking any damage. And it usually gives you an extra health heart, but for the robot it just gives you armor. Master Round, first chamber. This rare artifact indicates mastery of the first chamber. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Apocryphal texts recovered from cultists of the Order indicate that the gun and bullet are linked somehow. Ooh. Real clumsy reading by me. I still don't feel like I'm ready to try to go for the rat. The rat is pretty much has been the hardest thing I've had to deal with in this game before. But yeah, playing this a little bit once a week, I'm actually getting a little better. A lot of muscle memories coming right back to me. They're really good for bosses. Not sure about rooms. And I am being really quiet again. I really should get used to talking about things. I'm going to keep trying this whole streaming business. Well, hobby, not business. But I honestly don't know what to think about to say. What was I saying earlier? Right, my Vtuber model. So I am in the process of kind of changing it. I think among the people who use Vroid Studio, which is a free make your own VTuber thing, is generally frowned upon to just be using default textures and stuff right now. Right now I'm using this green hoodie, which is default. Earlier I was using this kind of sweater thing, this turtleneck sweater, which actually has exposed midriff. That's also a default one, but I think it looked decent from the shoulder up. The hair, the eyes, most of the skin is pretty much custom made, using a lot of references from other things or textures that people have made. Ugh. Ew, that room was a bit hectic. Unnecessary damage is going to, well, of course it's going to kill me, but I really should learn to transition into my other gun when the situation calls for it. But I guess I do tend to panic in action-y games, or at least I tend to not use all my options a lot. But most games are pretty generous with that. Two green chests. Cursed gun. Shell gun. Gun. Shell gun. Circle of Death. The pinnacle of Gungeon's investigations into necromantic guns, forged from a dying skeleton, Shellington. This gun reconstitutes itself when reloaded. Revolvations 2212. As with all things, the gun must eventually end. The final bullet will leave the chamber and all will be reloaded. I have no idea what voice I just made towards the end of that. I really do need to learn to speak better? Maybe? I mean, I've been tinkering with audio every stream, in between every stream, and I can never get it to sound decent. And the obvious answer is I am not speaking very well. If constant tinkering with it is not yielding results, then the source of the issue pretty much has to be on the bass voice that I'm using. But I don't think many people actually know what their own voice truly sounds like. Because the sound I'm hearing right now as I speak, without listening to the recording or the playback or anything, sounds really different from what I see when I'm adjusting audio and stuff. It's a little depressing, but also part of it might be a little psychological. There's a point in which hearing your own voice, but not quite hearing the voice you're used to, can cause discomfort. Or it'll always just sound at least somewhat wrong to hear your own voice, which is a voice that has been ringing in your head whenever you talk, but is just not quite what you expect. I don't know. It's really hard to try to figure that out. But I'm also really monotone in how I speak. I think. So that's what that does. It changes from a shooty gun to a laser gun. Although laser takes a little while to start up, and all the damage is pretty good. Not sure if this is a room clearer, or a boss killer. Usually you can divide guns like that. Okay, so reward for that. Oh, I also forgot to read the other item I picked up. So I opened both green chests. Frost Amulet, passive item, chance to freeze. Blanks have a chance to freeze enemies. Cold to the touch. Was there any emotion behind that last line? I felt like I tried to put a little something to it, but I'm certain when I listen to it again, it's just gonna sound bored. My voice just sounds bored all the time. I gotta stop being so negative, but that's part of what makes me me. Okay, item from the boss. Passive item, snow ballots. Snowballets? Snowballets. Ugh, all the puns. Powder power. Oh. Bullets grow in size and damage as they travel. These bullets draw ambient bullet particles from the Gungeon's atmosphere, steadily increasing in size. Bulletkin have been seen stacking them for fun. Arguments frequently break out over the soul scarf in the Gungeon. So, lasers maybe not so good, but shots and long distance probably very good. And you need to remember to go back and grab the crust. Although I don't know if I want to do that floor. It's good to do all the floors if you want money, but it's a bit difficult. That is a fairly difficult floor for me, since if you don't find anything in the previous couple floors, the health on everything is a bit high. I think I'm frequently giving myself little breaks after speaking a certain amount because I am really quiet. I do not talk much, and all this talking is really tiring me out really fast. I'm surprised I can go as long as I have been, even if it's only once a week, because I really do not speak much in my everyday life. Even when I was doing retail. But it's a really different kind of speaking, I guess. Speaking to a customer versus speaking to, well, right now, speaking to nobody, or speaking to that one phantom viewer that for some reason the Twitch stats window tells me I have. But I'm pretty sure that's nobody, or is that myself? I can't tell. Getting back to the whole Vtuber V-Roid thing. More junk. Alright, getting back to that. Need to learn to both speak and concentrate at the same time. So, right, I am slowly turning into a bomb. New active item. Bomb, used for boom. Explodes after a short delay. I'm going to try to put more emotion and cadence to my reading. Reading and speaking at the same time is not easy if you're not used to it. Countless experienced adventurers have brought bombs to the Gungeon, seeking secret doors, only to be foiled by the existence of blanks. Still, explosives have their place. I'm speaking like a movie trailer from the 90s. Maybe? And floor cleared. Can I ever return to that thought I had? Who knows? Versus the holster. Oh, snow bullets work for laser beam as you hold it, I think. Ugh. Wrong direction, wrong buttons. Whoa, not great. Took a hit. Chamber gun. Already done this before. Maybe I'm not reading that one. Let me see. Have enough money for the key. Or for a normal key. I'm not in a position for doing that. I'm just going to get the regular key, and I'm going to skip that extra floor also. Just going to go to normal route. Maybe I'll do the Devolver offices. Ugh, awful. Taking pointless damage. Using this slow gun without damage to back it up. Which can turn into a drill because I have the first master chamber bullet thingy. But not sure if it's really worth it. Because the drill is so short-ranged, I am barely able to complete my thoughts. Wait a minute, is this? No, it's the next floor that has the thing. Actually, don't need to spend money on anything. Ugh. Oh god, I hate this. I hate the... even frozen vulnerable. I need a better gun. So hard to think of even saying anything other than what I'm doing right now. Whatever comes to my head immediately. Trying to not die. Okay, that is a good gun, but his ammo is very bad, which means I'm still saving. Still in ammo saving mode. Oh god, took another hit. Well, I was getting better, but maybe not good enough to handle the robot. I wonder if robot's right hand is actually better, and I've been pointlessly trying to not use it. Because that Master Gun is pretty weak. Yeah, robot's right hand is better. That's real depressing. But with that, I think I am back in business. I think that's a appropriate phrase. More junk. That's good. It's actually good. Now, to go back and try to complete my thought. Making myself a robot. So, I was talking about textures or something. I should be able to be mindful of things I've been saying and maintain a train of thought. But now it's boss time, so putting it on hold yet again. And this is probably going to kill me, because I do not remember this boss at all. Ugh. Beaten with only 1 health left. And my reward. Bouncy bullets. Boing. That sound right. That actually sound like what it sounded like in my head versus in the actual recording. All bullets gain ricochet. A talented gunslinger can bounce bullets with certain guns, but this spatial ammunition makes it easy to do with any weapon. Yeah, this is not great. Got to pray. Got to get good, as people say. Try to do better. But this is feeling like a lost run. Ugh. Down to 1 health. This might be the end soon. Negative thoughts breed poor gameplay. That's kind of the way confidence works. I should know because I have none. Oh, that's real bad. What game was it? Darkest Dungeon? Or Confidence is a slow and something killer? Ugh. Well, I'm dead, so. Guess so. Alright. That was only 40 minutes. Gonna at least give it one more try. If I fail early, maybe 2. But now that I'm back on the first floor, I wonder, do I have freedom to talk? Or will that turn out to be overconfidence? A slow and insidious killer. I'm probably never going to actually play Darkest Dungeon. I do not have the nerves for that. Almost got hit. So, becoming a robot, yes. Modified skin texture. I was talking about textures. I'm using default clothes because I am basic. Is that the right word kids use these days? I'm trying not to say basic bitch, but you know, that's what the phrase is. I try not to say, I try not to use strong language. It's not a moral thing. I don't really care if other people do. It's just, I don't think it fits me quite right. My self-image of the quiet one. That is probably secretly crazy. Turned the chest into a junk because it was blue. Alright. Talking about textures. Using basic clothes because I am not creative, not artistic. Although I'm sure many artists would say everyone has an artistic side to them. Everyone can become or make anything. They put their mind to it. Doesn't have to be good. Just have to try. All sorts of kind things like that. And I like doing this because it's silly. Yeah. But I honestly was not much of an artist, even as a child. Not that creative. Yet, here I am, trying to stream, trying to express myself a small amount. Trying to find myself. Is it something that deep? Probably not. I don't think I'm that. I am not deep. I'm not that kind of person. Or am I saying that because I am thinking that I am deep? And thinking that by saying that, I make myself look deep. Probably not. I don't know. I always have those kinds of thoughts of how fake am I really, subconsciously. If anyone cares to understand the depth of my low self-confidence and broken mind. That's probably why I'm using a Vtuber. Keep an extra wall between me and reality. Oh, going gold down without taking a hit. I think I've gotten used to the first floor. Master round first chamber, read that earlier. And the commando with a 4 instead of a letter A as my reward. Oh. In case anyone's wondering, I got junk twice from breaking both chests on this floor. Oh, and a 0 instead of a second O. Anyway, commando. You're fired. Can I put on a fake German accent? Am I capable of making a fake German accent for that? Or should I do a fake Arnold No. No, I don't. I don't have the heart for that right now. Standard box rocket, capacity 4. Often found atop military transports or mechanized walkers. This box rocket can be fired manually by the strongest Gungeoneers. Did that sound like anything? I ask the void for an answer. And yet again, turning my Vtuber into a robot. This is, what, the 5th? 6th time I've tried to go back into this topic as I enter this floor, which is actually harder than previous or the next floor. So I custom made the textures for the hair and the eyes and for most of the skin. A lot of it's kind of based on other things that I've already seen or picked up off of Booth, which is a site with which to get free or paid for assets from people who are also using Vroid Studio. What else was I going to say? Right. So, I've been slowly trying to make a skin. It's not been going great because it takes some good artistic talent to understand how to make depth from a 2D plane, which is what the skin is. It's just a 2D plane stretched over the model. But I want to try to become a robot, which means trying to make metal parts. Fortunately, with how small it is in the corner, you can't see how the lines are kind of distorting on the neck in a way that would only be painted skin rather than I forget. Oh, this gun has a chance of opening. The AK-47, free keys is the cost, has a chance of opening chests as you shoot them. Sheleton key means infinite keys, but it has a little bit of curse. And the chest teleporter will let me teleport a chest to the next floor with a chance of increasing its rarity. I think I might actually try to get both of these, if possible. I'll be back to check if I can do it. But infinite keys this early on is pretty good. I should also read that once I get the chance. Alright, reading out. Pretty sure I already read this out before. Sheleton key, locks are dead to you. Let me try putting a voice to that. Locks are dead to you. Wonder if my parents can hear that. Yes, I am 30, and I live with my parents. George Costanza style. I was thinking of making that joke at some point, but whatever. I'm just gonna toss it out there. No one's listening anyway. At least I think no one is. There's no one in chat. I mean, I made this layout so that chat can appear above, but if no one's ever chatting, then there's not much of a point. But usually you see VTubers covering like a corner of the gameplay, and I always thought that that was a bit too much. Just make the gameplay window a little smaller. I think that works out better. But that's personal preference. Right. Locks are dead to you. Opens any lock. Never consumed. The ultimate tool in the Gungeon acquisitions department's arsenal. I should make sure I take a look at this when I'm adjusting audio yet again. See if that even sounded like anything like it does in my head. Chances are no, it does not. Anyway, back to thoughts about becoming a robot. Yeah, making the skin is very difficult in the sense that I'm not sure how to make it look good. Like, I can half-ass it. I could try to look for someone to, if someone has made their own robot thing, and purchase or copy it. But I want to try to do it from scratch. Learning how to use GIMP. Funny name for such an old program, but it's way too late to change that. I'm not sure why I wanted to make it from scratch. Actually, I think I know why. I've always been the one to try to pick something different for no real reason. Even if it's less efficient, even if it's worse, even if I might not be able to do it myself. But I try to make something my own, or choose the less walked path sometimes for no real good reason. I just do. It's not that. It's probably not a good idea at all, but that's what I do. Oh god, these bullet rooms on this floor are the worst of them. Or, no, these bullet rooms are terrible. Always so nervous when doing them. Same thing with these type of floors. Wholly pointless. Okay. So, yeah, I tried to make a custom skin. Maybe I'll use Twitter at some point and just post that kind of stuff out. Maybe use Reddit and post it out to get opinions. Or, more truthfully, validation. I can try to convince myself otherwise, but if I were to look at myself from a third-person point of view, that is what I'm seeking. Validation. If I post this out on Reddit and another puzzle room, another avoid taking damage room. Don't like them. I mean, I still need to fix up some of the parts of it, even though the only parts I'm ever really going to use or show people is shoulder up, which means it's pretty much just neck. Should I be humming into the mic like that with a firm affirmation? Probably not. Probably not. Making silly voices, which probably don't sound any different. But I did make metal hands and feet, forearms and shins, and a metal stomach with still skin-colored upper chest. Kind of, on a female model, it kind of looks like a corset, but on a male model, it doesn't quite look as weird or as much of an attempt to sexualize. I mean, this is a female model, but I am trying, kind of, to stay kind of androgynous with my model, although my voice is absolutely not androgynous at all. I was talking earlier about how the voice you hear versus the voice you hear when you hear a recording are completely different. Well, yeah. I didn't think my voice was this deep. Ugh, that's terrible. My voice is definitely way deeper than I thought it was. Don't know why I thought it wasn't that deep. I have on occasion heard my voice, you know, through a phone or something, but you can never really be that sure unless you hear a recording on something a little better than a phone. Or maybe I'm just underestimating phones these days. Oh right, I did not read this gun that I picked up. Cold 45. Saturday night special. Saturday night special. I'm mumbling and slurring some of my words a bit because I do not talk that often. And it's not coming from my head, but it's coming from my eyes to my head and my mouth at the same time. And Saturday is not... Ooh, it's not good. Freeze's enemies. Freeze's enemies. This gun's manufacturer was outsourced, and due to a typographical error, turned out better than expected. Also got from the boss Bullets. Bumble core. Some of these bullets contain bees. These shells contain tiny beehives. Guns and bees provide a textbook example of the concept of symbiosis. Look it up. Look it up. That sound funny? That sound weird? I'm gonna have to actually scrub through this to hear and see what I sound like while reading all these things. Probably going to have to use DaVinci Resolve, the free editing thingy. Oh wait. If I get a key, I can get the chest teleporter, and we'll use it a whole lot, or try to. And ammo belt. I think that just increases the ammo I have for things, which I had as a bit of an issue earlier. I'll go for it. And it has a synergy with the commando. Nice. Very nice, actually. Double the capacity. Let's get to reading these new things I've got. Ammo belt. Ammo capacity up. Ammo capacity increased. That's all it says. It must have been a real early item in the development of this game. Simple, but effective. Chest teleporter. Active item. Zap. Moves a chest to the next floor. This unusual adventuring tool moves a chest forward in the time stream, causing it to age and possibly level up. I don't think I've ever really gotten a chance to use that thing a lot of the time. Also, get all the armor. I don't need to buy keys anymore, so money is not a thing. Or keys now. Grab the crest and move on. And I should try to chest teleport to the next green chest I find. I'm only on chamber 2, so an early chest teleporter has pretty good potential. Oh, what the hell was I talking about earlier? Monologuing to myself, screaming into the void. Electric bullets plus bee bullets is actually really good. Again, what was I talking about? Becoming a robot. Take 10. Took a hit, lost the crest. Wasn't going to use it, but still. So, in addition to fixing up some of the weirder parts, was also, ow, thinking about. Fixing, doing something with the face and head. Blocking my face with the mic. I am not in a great setup for this VTuber thing. I haven't paying that close attention to it. I prefer to actually look at the game screen versus my computer screen, even though the delay is not that bad with this capture card I'm using. I could absolutely play off of this stream window on OBS. Anyway, I was thinking of doing something with the head, making a new hairstyle or something is a separate issue, but I was thinking of making, like, I don't know, turn the ears into hornish things or something. Oh wow, I actually took care of the like thing without getting hit. Junk is better than a brown chest item. What was I thinking? Yeah, I was thinking of maybe turning the ears into like little Gundam head wings. But then if I ever use a hairstyle that is supposed to go behind the ear, it will look weird. And I'd also have to learn how to shape the ears in that way, or turn a hair strand into those spikes while eliminating the ears. Which is how they expect you to make accessories in Vroid, which is not great. Like they could be better about that, but it's free. It's a free program. What am I complaining about, really? I was also thinking of making just a horizontal line across the forehead. Ugh. As if my head would be able to open like Night Greaves. That's good. And that was very obviously a path. It was a very obvious secret room. Strange. But also, this Colt 45 is actually weaker than my robot hand, I think. Possibly. Took unnecessary damage again. And I should read out the Gun Knight Greaves. Armor every floor. The Greaves of the Aimless Knight Cormorant. Is that a gun pun? The Aimless Knight approached the Gungeon as a challenge born more out of curiosity than regret. Despite his skill, this rendered his failure inevitable. Alright. Yeah, line across the forehead. Make it look like it can open up like a rice cooker. I use similar bands for the neck as I did for the stomach. But I'm thinking maybe it'd be better if I make it look like there's a panel or more plate-ish look. Something like, looks like it opens up as if it were Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that thing with the alien in the center. Krang? I think it's called. But aside from that, I'm not sure how to make the face, the head look more robot-y without little horns or wings of some kind. Maybe I can do something with the eyes, but they're so small on screen, it's a bit of a wasted effort. Anaconda. Commando, really nice. Eats ammo like crazy, but really nice. Master Round Second Chamber and Science Cannon are my rewards. Master Round Second Chamber. This potent artifact indicates mastery of the second chamber. Any who enter the Gungeon are doomed to remain, living countless lives in an effort to break the cycle. The Dark Souls lore bullets. Science Cannon. Charged particles. This immense beam cannon was developed as part of a bid to win the Hegemonie's military contracts. That name is not really easy to sight read for me. Is my voice sounding weird right now? The steady stream of intense science energy it fires is a true testament to what physics and engineering can accomplish. Did that sound weird too? Yes, no. There's no one to tell me. Just gotta go back and review the footage. I wonder if I'll ever find my voice in this whole streaming business. Get some armor and move forward and move forward. Yeah. What else makes an anime character with a humanoid robot look like a robot? Chobits had those cat ears. Not really robot-y all that much. Probably also not a great reference to be using, in all honesty. I think it's Two Heart has that green-haired girl. Oh, I don't want to use either one of these. Kind of struggling to think of what other robot girls there are, or guys, I can try to model after. I mean, there's... Well, a lot of them are kind of 100% human, except for some tiny trait on their head that is real obvious. It's not quite what I'm going for. I guess there's One Punch Man and Genos, but that is way too detailed for me to ever approach myself. I do not have that kind of skill. Buzzkill gun? I don't remember this being okay. Fires Buzzkill. Sawed on. Fires saw blades. The marketing team assigned to the saw blader wanted to call it the sawed on shotgun, but were overruled by the gun's designer. It's more of a handgun anyway. I think this was decent. Can't remember. Anyway, back to the robot talk. So, I was thinking of using Genos from One Punch Man as a bit of a reference. Wasn't all that much to glean off of. Ow. Wasn't that much to use off of Genos because it's very angular, three-dimensional. It's not kind of flat, which is what I am trying to build off of. I would have to use some other program, and I'm not prepared to make that change yet. So, there is a manga, a mango, that is about a guy with a robot wife. Called, I think the English title is My Wife Has No Emotions, which is kind of not true because it has this whole self-learning, developing AI. Ow. Yeah, that saw buzzkill puts too much visual stuff on the screen for me to pay attention. It's also not particularly damaging. It's probably better for a small room. My wife has no emotion. Guy basically marries his housekeeping bot. But it's actually kind of decent. It's kind of sweet. Self-learning AI somehow starts to evolve, change. Definitely has a form of personality. And has a very similar neck thing compared to what I made. Of course, I made it a little different on purpose, but also the character's body is pretty much completely black with metallic panels on it. And the chest teleporter gave me Machine Fist, Avalanche of Bullets. Alternates between rapid fire machine gun and wire guided explosive fist. According to legend, 2 men were each fitted with one of these hands, one on the left and the other the right. Next time they met, only one walked away. And that's clearly a reference to Barrett from FF7, one of the few Final Fantasy games I actually can remember playing. The other ones are kind of fuzzy. Oh man. All right. Okay, boss time. But anyway, I can probably recommend that manga to someone who's already into anime and is not completely off-put by all forms of degeneracy that is almost inherent to the self-feeding cycle of otakus getting into anime and manga and then producing it for other otaku in a repeated cycle that has caused it to go into some wild directions or some unwild directions, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, this floor plan is a lot better for this because it has those pillars. Overthinking this. Squandered the no-hit run. Should have been using the commando, because it is a fantastic boss weapon. And the Yari launcher, which is an even better boss killing weapon. Because this weapon here actually breaks the damage cap that all bosses actually have. That keeps you from killing it way too fast. Huh. Alright then. Well, that means I can start using commando for general fights. Yari launcher. Hell yes. Chain fires homing rockets. A legendary weapon manufactured by Zella Industries. This one was created bespoke for a powerful warrior whose name has been lost to shadow. I don't know the reference. So ideas for making a robot face. I have none. Oh, God. Oh. Rough room layout. I mean, I could make the eyes really, really different. I could go with the whole... I could actually copy the whole Genos thing and go with black instead of white eyes. Ugh. Damn Pope bullet. This isn't a real boss, which means I don't think it has the same damage cap. So I should be able to wreck it with Commando faster. Or as fast without wasting Yari ammo. Ooh. And I am out of ammo for that. Machine Fist, maybe? Or Buzzkill. These rooms are kind of actually decent for it. There are all sorts of face markings that are in various forms of anime. I'm not sure which one would say android or robot, while also being something I actually want on my character, my Vtuber. I mean, something to make the head look, or say, robot. Honestly, I'm not sure. Can I send multiple chests up? Maybe. Old Goldie? Old Goldie for the discerning. A masterwork shotgun. The right answer isn't always a gun that shoots bees, a water gun, or a flaming hand. Sometimes all you need is a simple concept executed immaculately. This gold-trimmed, double-barreled shotgun represents the best of traditional guncraft. And I think it's just a super shotgun. That's a weapon in Doom, isn't it? And it pretty much one-shots anything. Very, very good. Very narrow firing, though. Rate of fire is not high, but it basically kills most things really fast. Reload speed's not particularly great either, but I think it's pretty good. Good enough for me to just start sending all chests with the chest teleporter to the next floor. Also short range on this shotgun. Standard. Something that says robot. Surely someone in chat could tell me. Nope, no one in chat. Never anyone in chat. Oh, Casey, no. It would be so fun, but no. This run is going too well to throw it all away at this point. Galactic Medal of Valor. Yes. That is actually really, really good. As a passive item. Galactic Medal of Valor. Courage increased. Significantly increases damage dealt to powerful foes. Medal awarded for bravery in the face of certain doom. But most importantly, you didn't let down the unit. Good work, Marine. So, you get this for beating the past of the Marine, but it's more than just increased damage against bosses. It travels to the past of the character you're using, which is very, very good. especially considering what I remember of this one. It's a very rough HP sponge. Demon Mortar, Wallmonger. Can you not roll for that? I thought sure you could. Well, took damage, but still went pretty fast. But it actually took quite a bit of damage. And my reward... Origami? Terrible, terrible name. 1,000 cuts. This gun, incredibly enough, has been folded entirely out of paper. Only a true master gunsmith could create something this elegant. It's okay. It's not great. Especially not at this point in the game. And I should make some money for some of these things. Unfortunately, there is a guy to give things to. And I am fully willing to give him really, really expensive high-end guns. And low-end guns. Because I don't need that many guns in order to clear out these floors. I don't need all this junk either anymore. I think I don't actually need this shelling gun key either. I could sell it. I could sell it and actually get some... I think I'm getting close. Okay, let me check the shop and how close I am to getting both of those items. Oh, the owl is 180. Full metal jacket is basically another layer of armor for auto blanks. But the owl will frequently make blank effects. I gotta get the owl. Owl, hoots and more. Companion, occasionally blanks enemy bullets. This fearless owl follows you, clutching a wad of blanks in its talons. Nothing specific to Harry Potter. That's good, because I don't think I want to touch Harry Potter and the mess surrounding that at all. And I'm not going to do the R&D, the Volver Digital special floor, because I'm pretty much completely set to do the robots past at this point. The Judge? Not a very good one. The Judge. Hot Shot. Each clip contains a final shot of varying effects. Pass judgment on your enemies. I really feel like I'm sounding really strange when I'm talking right now. Ugh. Oh, that was awful. Alright. Oh. Super shotgun not quite doing it. Oh. Pointless damage. Taken so much. Overconfidence. Slow, insidious killer. Oh. Nothing in the shop. Talk about the game. Talk about the game. Oh. Game seems to be getting really aggressive this time around. Or maybe I'm just not remembering this game very well and how it usually does this floor. Ooh, pointless damage for no reason. Down to 4. Synergy chest. Holy Grail. Sure. That's gonna bite me in the butt eventually. like that. Okay, Mimic dropped. Snake Maker. Snake Maker. Chance to transmogrify enemies. The Snake Maker was an attempt to replicate the transformative power of certain magics with technology. Though the experiment was a success, further research into transfigurative weaponry seems excessive. I don't think I even remember seeing this weapon. And I need to find the gunsmith because I need the bullet in order to fight the past. Oh, right. Those things close. Okay. Get the bullet. No more doing rooms. Grabbing the armor. And then we're just going to hopefully take out the drag gun with the Yari launcher. And everything will be fine. And the high dragon is not jammed. That's good, because that is a possibility. Okay, down to 2 hits. 100 shots. Using blanks liberally. And got him. Got the bullet. Everything is set. Just get this done. Nothing fancy. Galactic metal will bring confidence. Slow, insidious killer. Let's go. This unit welcomes ye. Please proceed. EMP-00R is eager to begin the ceremonies. Ah, my finest warrior. Ye who have put to slaughter more humans than any other of our kind have earned the highest honor. We have captured the leader of the human resistance, the last hope for humanity. And it is ye who shall crush her, and finally put an end to this insignificant rebellion. There's probably a better robot voice I could do. I should figure it out. Now, disassemble her. And follow protocol to fight her is the regret of the robot. Putting an end to humanity was not putting an end to humanity was its one regret. Versus Transistor Resistor, the last human. Clearly just Sarah Connor. But for some reason she has Terminators. And done. Ye are victorious. Ye have saved the planet from the human menace. The Killbot army will clean up the remaining vermin. Our purpose is now fulfilled. Further function not required. Entering low power mode. This soundtrack, this little single bit of music it's silly, but it's also really good. And there it is, the galactic metal carrying me over to the past. 1 hour plus the 40 minutes earlier, almost a 2-hour stream. Yeah, I think it went okay. Won't really know until I review the footage. But that's it for tonight.